put headphones in or something?
I can't put headphones in my CD player.
Well, my cassette player won't play loud enough.
You could always try to switch the tapes.
I guess. Hey guys. Hey. What are those?
It's my CD player, but I can't use earphones with it.
Cassette player, but my tapes always get ruined.
An iPod, but I keep on running out of space.
You guys don't have Spotify? Tidal? Not even Apple Music? What are those? Alright, I'll explain. Streaming is defined as delivering content, usually audio and video, to computers and mobile devices over the internet. It's not easy to specify the first ever music streaming service. Napster was the first huge streaming service which launched in 1999. Looking back, that allowed peer-to-peer music sharing. However, the service unleashed piracy on the record business, which forced the company to shut down after 2 years. Other streaming services then began to appear, such as Pandora Radio in 2005 and SoundCloud in 2007. In 2011, Spotify launched in the US and was the first Napster-like music streaming service to succeed. After the launch, piracy decreased in the US, and although the company wasn't turning much of a profit, they were still hopeful that a way to capitalize the service would appear. Seeing the success of music streaming, many companies adjusted, like Apple Music in 2015 with its own radio and subscription options. YouTube launched its own YouTube Music app in 2016, and Amazon now offers Amazon Prime Music into the history of streaming. How do all these services work? There are 3 main models of music streaming. The first is the ad-supported product like Pandora, which is the internet's biggest online radio service. It pays royalties that are mostly determined by the US government. The second model is on-demand or paid subscription services like Apple Beats Music. You pay a monthly fee to listen from a catalog of millions of songs. These services pay royalties based on confidential licensing fees with rights holders such as labels. The third is a hybrid of the two, like Spotify, which offers a free ad-supported option and a paid tier with privileged features like offline listening on your phone. To come up with the royalty rate per stream, Spotify divides the monthly streams of a single artist's work by the total number of streams on Spotify that month, and this determines the artist's share. To date, it has paid out more than $2 billion to the record labels, publishers, distributors, and artists who own the rights to the songs.
That seems pretty neat and all, but how do artists like it?
Artists' top criticism of the streaming music feature is that it won't pay as well. But Spotify's CEO, Daniel Ek, says that such a switch would simply send the masses back to the illegal downloading services, where artists will make no money at all. Music streaming services can be a major way to level the playing field for smaller artists. For those who are lesser known, it can be a very convenient way to reach new fans very easily, as not as much had to be done to reach new audiences through the internet. Musicians now rather make money through merchandise, tours, sponsorships, and ads that their music is in. Since streaming allows artists to reach much larger audiences than they could have without it, streaming increases the amount of opportunity to sell merchandise or be picked up by a sponsor, which in the end creates more revenue for artists. Another perk of streaming is that it can tell artists where they'll probably pack venues. Sites like Pandora can show artists and where they are top in the cities that listen to them most. These places can be where they get less radio play as well. So tickets and expensive VIP passes often sell extremely fast and often sell out. All of these factors serve to level the playing fields for smaller artists.
So, what's the future of music streaming?
Today, there are now 87.5 million people who are currently paying for subscribed versions of streaming sites worldwide, and at least 200 million listeners using the freemium versions of these platforms. In the United States, revenue from streaming grew by 57% to $1.6 billion. This revenue accounts for half of the money made in the United States by the music industry as a whole. In fact, due to the rampant piracy of artist music since the introduction of the internet, streaming has practically saved the business.
Wow, that's pretty cool. I'm gonna download it right now.
Me too.
Me three.
You know what? I'm pretty hungry after explaining all that, so do you guys want to go grab some food?
Yeah.
Yeah,
sure.
same. Seems really good though.
It is pretty good. I really like it.
Loser.